And yes!
Wow.
He held on to the bag, and the Red Sox turn a nifty double play. I'm not sure how.
Play of the year right here.
All right, welcome back. It is, it's been a minute.
Yeah, it is.
Do we even remember how to do this?
I don't know your name.
I don't know how I got here.
Yeah, okay, that's concerning.
Welcome back to 1, 2, 3 Double Play. It's been a minute. I am very excited. I'm Eric, as always, joined by Jake.
Hello.
Lots happened in the month plus.
Yeah. It was going to happen.
Yeah, but before we dive into baseball, anything interesting in any other sports happen recently?
Yeah, Dak had a boot on.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That it?
Yeah, the Stars went deep in their playoffs.
They did. The Stars went really deep.
That was all.
That's it? No, how'd the Mavericks do in the NBA?
I forgot.
You forgot?
Don't remember.
Feels like I remember them in a
They went far. They had a good season.
in a finals.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
y'all were always going to beat us.
Yeah. No, it was a good series though.
Yeah, it was. I thought maybe momentum would help us, but we kind of lost it, and it didn't really matter.
It's been 4 years since I've had a team win something.
I guess that's the only thing I had on you is I had more recent, even if it was my only team I've ever seen win. I had a more recent.
This has been a hellacious 4 years, man.
I believe it.
It's usually been yearly for me, and I hate that I've been that spoiled.
Yeah.
But it builds character, man. It's been 4 years since I've seen anybody win anything. It builds character. I had my hopes banked on Alabama winning the Natty this year. They got their cheeks clapped.
The Red Sox have been kind of bad for a while. Same with the Pats. But at least the Celtics and Bruins the past 4 years have been consistently good.
The Bruins have been consistent chokers.
Yeah.
But no, shout out to my boy Jason Tatum. Shout out to the Eastern Conference Finals and NBA Finals MVP Jaylen Brown, who nobody said deserved his contract, but think he's earned it.
Can't be mad now.
No. Also, shout out to Luka. I know this is a baseball podcast, but I had to get it off.
out.
This is the first time we've seen each other, and
I know since that
since
anything.
at least the semis. I think.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. Luka had that little spell where he threw tantrums.
Yeah, I was really upset with him all playoffs. It was bad.
The next game, he came out and he played like he heard the criticism, and I got to give him props for that.
I gained respect for him. Throughout that whole playoffs, it was a whole process with him where you're happy with him, sad with him, mad with him. But ended up, it was a great season. I would do it again the same way.
So would I.
Yeah.
So would
okay.
I. And I got to hear Boston sing my favorite song.
Which is what? Oh.
Kyrie sucks.
I wish he actually kind of became the number one option in the playoffs. He was more efficient every game. He was more efficient. I think he was less nervous.
Well, yeah, he's been there multiple times.
Yeah, so.
But, okay. I had to get that out of the way.
That's fair. Hey, you got it. You got your piece out.
Made me happy.
What do you want to talk about first? We got our little list of baseball things.
Let's talk about your trip.
My trip. Yeah, okay. So first off, from what I've been told, the guys in the back, the producers, my partners, the picture you should be seeing on this episode is a picture I took of I went to Chicago and Milwaukee, and we went to 2 baseball games, the White Sox and the Brewers. The Brewers played the Rangers, the White Sox played the Dodgers. The White Sox game was first. I went with just my mom. We got to our seats, and the first thing I did was take pictures because I wanted to put my phone up and kind of have it up. So I just took pictures during the first inning, and Shohei's up first, isn't he's their leadoff or second? Oh, no, I think he's their
first because
Mookie's out. Yeah, and so I was getting my pictures off, spamming, and the one that you should see is a picture I got. You can still see the ball that he hit, and it's a home run, a leadoff homer. It's crazy. You just see him like this in the picture. You can see Ohtani on the back. You see the pitcher throwing the ball, and the ball is like going across the screen. It's really cool. And that game was fun, but let me tell you, I don't care if we lost. That Brewers game was amazing. So you heard about the Brewers' little Grand Slam spell that they went on, right?
Yeah.
Like they had 5 Grand Slams in like 7 games.
Yeah.
Well, we saw one of them. First off, to see a Grand Slam is cool.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I think their Grand Slam just tied the game, so it's not like they were blowing us out. Like
Yeah.
we were up 5-1, and then they hit it. So we weren't even upset. We were kind of happy we got to see one. And then we saw an in the park home run from Churio.
Crazy.
Churio's in the park homer, and we also hit 2 home runs. So we saw 4 home runs, a Grand Slam in the Parker, and we barely lost in the end. A great game. I loved it. Their ballpark is also very underrated. Really pretty.
I love the slide. The slide's my favorite thing.
Oh, yeah.
The home run slide.
Is that just for the mascot, I think?
Yeah, the mascot just slides down it whenever they hit a home run. Which,
Well, and their stadium has those arches.
yeah.
It's just really pretty. And the layout's really nice. Also, the White Sox probably have the best food of any stadium I've been to.
Really?
Yeah. And it's crazy because they get so beat down and shit on a little bit. But one,
Their team sucks.
their park is nice, and they have, I'll throw this in there too, the most variety of food. You know, a lot of places really kind of try and hone into where their ballpark's located and only have that food. They had Mexican and sushi and a deli, and they had a little bit of everything. Of course, they had ballpark food.
Yeah.
I went to the deli. My mom had fajitas or something, fajita nachos.
Ooh, that sounds good.
No, and it was all so good and well priced, big portions. It was fun. It was a lot of fun, and we sat in like 3 different seats throughout the night. We just
yeah,
kept
dude.
moving. Yeah.
God, I need to go to a baseball game. I haven't been to a baseball game since we went to go see Pujols and Molina.
Want to go see him?
Yeah.
Want to go not see him?
Yeah, went to go sit in the rain and not see him on, 2 4th of Julys ago?
Yeah. Oh, and I almost got to see Crockett. What's his name?
Oh, Garrett Crochet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost got to see him. He pitched the day before we went.
That's so sad.
I know. So we saw Dallas Keuchel
Okay.
pitch for the Red Sox. Some nobody. We saw Bobby Miller.
Miller's good.
Yeah, and then we saw Evaldi pitch for us. So he gave up that Grand Slam and that.
Still got nothing but love for Nasty Nate.
No, you shouldn't.
Love him.
He's awesome. But yeah, that's how it went.
That sounds like a fun trip.
It was so fun. And also it was really cool how our hotel was set up. Me and my mom timed it. We stepped out of our hotel room and were in our seats at Guaranteed Rate Field in Chicago in like 28 minutes.
Underrated field too. I really like Chicago Stadium.
Yeah. It's nice.
Better than the Cubs Stadium.
That thing is old, dude. It's cool up there though.
I know
can't
it's
lie.
history. I know.
My mom doesn't like it.
I'd probably think the same way about Fenway though. As much as I love it, like I would probably hate it, like in person, because
Dude,
the
I don't
seats are
know.
terrible from what I understand.
I've been to both, and like the charm wins me over from both of them. Do they technically probably suck as stadiums? Sure, but there's so much cool stuff.
I want to
And
sit on
the
the
atmosphere is
monster.
cool.
I just want to sit on the monster.
And you know what? I'd probably dislike it if I was a local and had season tickets and went all the time. But going once, it's really cool to go to both. Very cool.
It's on my bucket list.
Yeah. No, but the trip was great. I almost bought a Joey Ortiz little autograph ball.
Okay.
Game used ball. It was
Yeah.
$40. And I decided not to. But I'm probably going to get one on eBay because I like him.
He's on your fantasy.
He is
team.
on my fantasy team.
You're welcome for that.
Yeah, dude. Oh, that was
Because
such.
Jared was about to pick him up,
I
and,
know, and he's been so good. He's hurt right now.
and I sent you that text.
We
Hey,
saw him
bro.
get hurt, by the
Oh,
way.
no.
Yeah, his neck.
It's always the worst to see somebody get injured in person. Like, it's literally, I hate it.
Right there, it wasn't a big deal. He just didn't show up again. He didn't hold it or anything. He just, like, his second at bat, and he didn't come back. So I think he kind of realized in the dugout or something.
It's like,
We didn't see it.
it's
Yeah.
ouchie. I gotta go.
What else happened? It was cool to see Freddie, although I've already seen Freddie. But I've also already seen Mookie. So.
Well, didn't he hit a
he did
he
hit
hit
a homer.
he hit a home run right after Shohei,
And it was a line drive homer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
because they went back to back. Because I remember getting the notification after you sent me a text message that said Shohei just homered, and then I got one that said Freddie Freeman homers the left. I was
That's
like,
funny.
oh, dope.
No, I've seen all of their big three. I've
That's
seen Mookie.
crazy.
I've seen
I haven't even seen Mookie, and that makes me say, no, yes, I have. I have seen Mookie. I think I saw him in 2016 when he came to Atlanta with.
And you've
with
seen
Boston.
Freddie too.
I've seen Freddie so many times.
So
it's ridiculous.
That was cool. Otherwise, eventfulness. No, that was the gist of our games. It was fun. They were relaxing.
Yeah.
It was hotter up there than I thought, but otherwise, great.
Sounds like a good trip.
It was very fun. I love little baseball trips.
I need to take one to I don't want to go. I have my gripes with Truist. I cannot stand Truist.
Dude, I don't
like
it either.
And it doesn't even have anything to do with the fact that it's an Atlanta team. The layout of the ballpark is trash to me.
How can the outfield not connect?
Yeah,
how does that make
why
sense?
do I have to walk halfway around the stadium, up 16 flights of stairs just to get to my seat? It doesn't make any sense. And then walk back down the steps to get back up the steps to get back down. Stupid. Absolutely stupid.
And their food's not that good, I've realized.
It was okay. I much prefer Turner Field. Shout out
really
to the OG. Yeah.
Oh, totally forgot to tell you, but Columbus also, for those of you that don't know, Columbus is getting a minor league baseball team, AA team of the Braves. And I didn't tell you, but the apartment I'm moving to is across the street. It's the block next to it. So we're going to walk to some games. It's going to be so much fun. You can come over before the game too. Just leave your stuff there.
Oh, that would be so dope. Because I'm planning on being. So it's been.
Been what?
I'm mathing.
Oh,
Sorry,
math it up.
Jake knows how long it takes my brain to math. 07. Oh my God, that is literally right across the street.
Just had to show you.
17, 18, 20.
What are we mathing here?
About 17 years since we've had a legitimate baseball team in Columbus.
Yeah.
And
I didn't know it was that long.
I think it was 2017 or 2007 was the last year that I think at that point it was the Mudcats.
Oh yeah.
And I've been itching for that park
to be renovated
so we could get another team. And I am so glad that it took forever, but I hope our city shows out and actually
I do too.
Supports the team this time instead of just letting it die.
How could we not, dude? And they're planning on really renovating the entire surrounding area.
Have you seen the designs for the ballpark?
Like the renderings?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
No, I believe it.
I
have a hard time seeing it's not showing out. Columbus has been a different place over the last 15 years.
I agree, and we've always been clamoring that we need more to do in Columbus.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like if this is any indication on what the future could be, this is where it's going to start out. If we can support this, I think other businesses will come.
Maybe, I think naturally.
Maybe we can get some Dave & Buster's and stuff around, cool things to do around here.
You know what? We could open the card shop across the street from it.
That was actually part of my plan. I'm not even going to lie. I was thinking downtown.
That'd be cool.
So, good transition. The other day I got hit with I don't know, an inspirational thought.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been mulling on it for about 4 years. Even a little bit pre-pandemic, I feel like Columbus is an untapped market for sports cards.
It is,
and
dude, there's not one store here.
I kind of want to be the one that opens it.
It's so trendy right now.
So yeah, no, it's really trendy between just stores in general, whatnot streams.
And you walk into a Walmart the day they stock, and they're sucked dry. Yeah.
So I don't know. Stay tuned for more, I guess. Who knows? Who knows what the future holds?
I really think that would I think that would do so well here.
Especially now that GameStop is getting into PSA cards.
Yeah, crazy, right?
The prices are, that's for sure.
I haven't looked.
I did a soft bit of research on my lunch break today. And the prices were... I'm flabbergasted.
Were they really? So wait, do they sell them or just accept them?
They buy and sell. There was a 2018 Ben Roethlisberger PSA 9, and it was like $300.
What did he sign it?
No, it was just a base card.
Nuh-uh.
And I was like, "Are you?
What?
You've got to be kidding me
there's no
right
way.
now, bro."
There's no way.
No, 100%. I'm dead.
That's
I'm dead
absurd.
serious. So it kind of blew my mind a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, and it frustrated me a little bit.
You know what else is blowing my mind? Skeens.
Paul Skeens.
Hey, you can come in. You're okay.
Do.
Paul Skeens, let's pull it up.
Yeah, I don't think anybody thought he was gonna A, come up this year for the most part, and B,
At least not before
the All-Star break,
the last month, yeah.
and B, have a 5-0 record with a 2.12 ERA.
I didn't know he already had 60 innings. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, he's been killing it, dude. Like, it's crazy to me that every start for his is a must-see start. Like, I've watched Pittsburgh games because of this man. I can't tell you the last time I've watched a Pittsburgh game.
That's so funny. I want to find his game by game. Let's see game splits.
I don't know Baseball Reference is weird to me. I don't know.
It's so in depth, which I love.
I do love it.
I do
but
get lost.
It breaks my head sometimes.
Game logs. Here we go.
There we go. I know his first start was against Chicago.
So his first bad start was his first one.
Yeah, against Chicago. I mean,
but he still had 4 innings, 7 Ks.
And then followed it up again at Chicago with 6 innings, 11 Ks.
Yeah.
Then had a bad start
0
against
ERA.
Chicago or San Francisco. I watched that game. That was
Wait.
my first game that I watched.
No, he only gave it 1 run.
Yeah, I say bad start, but he only got 3 Ks. They were kind of hitting him pretty decently.
Yeah. 6 hits. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. And then he faced Detroit, which 9 Ks, and then 8, 7, 8, 9.
This isn't his San Fran game wasn't even a bad start, and it was his last bad start.
Yeah, which is insane to me.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Oh, and he struck out 8 against the Mets too. Okay, I didn't see that last one down there at the bottom for July. Oh,
I see.
That was like yesterday. No, that was today.
No, July 5th?
July 10th. Oh,
No, it's been
Stupid.
very cool to see, fun to watch. You saw that he was the first #1 overall pick to go to the
All-Star game the next year. Yeah, that's insane to me. Like, Skeens Mania is a thing.
It is.
Like, I remember me and a friend went to a card shop, the card shop in Opelika.
Yeah.
He had 3 SGC 10, Paul Skeens first Bowmans.
Yeah.
They were $30 a piece, and I wanted to buy all 3 of them, but I only bought 1.
Uh-huh.
And then the next day they were going for $70-$80, and I'm like,
I
kind of robbed.
Yeah.
I kind of robbed.
You did.
And I felt bad doing it too.
Okay, I did not know he was 5-0.
Yeah,
That's
undefeated.
crazy. But, I think this guy's doing a little better. I know he's not a rookie, but he's young.
Oh, Garrett Crochet.
Yeah, this guy's been
Crochet's been K'ing everybody and
Dude.
their mother.
And, I mean, not only that, but his ERA is really good, and his whip is amazing.
I didn't realize he had 146 strikeouts in 105 innings.
Yeah.
That's
With a good ERA, too.
yeah.
With an awful defense, a horrendous defense.
And a terrible team. The White Sox are awful.
6-6 with these numbers is crazy.
The fact that he's got 6 wins is crazy.
Yeah.
On any other team, that's probably a 12-win starter right there.
Yeah. And his ERA would be better. But that's all the pitchers we've talked about. Do you want to go into depth with how your team's doing right now? More
Well,
specifically, I know y'all are hovering around that All-Star that last playoff spot.
we kind of have that in hand right now. We're 2 games up on Kansas City with a 3-game set against Kansas City this weekend. So I think we're 4 or 4.5 games behind New York for the first wild card slot. I think we're 7 or 8 games behind Baltimore for first place. That's what I'm wanting.
When did Baltimore take first place?
They've been first place. Oh, we're 6.5. Okay, that's better than I thought it was. And we're 3.5 behind the Yankees. Beautiful.
They probably took it in the last week.
But first place?
Yeah.
No, they've been first place for a while.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, well, we can talk about the Yankees a little bit here, too.
I love it.
It's been
They've
so
lost
crazy.
like 6 straight series.
How? What is going on?
They only have one player.
Dude. But they had one player at the beginning. I don't know. It's so crazy.
It was like Garrett Cole came back and they got bad.
I know.
Well, I can tell you what happened. At the start of the season, they started off hot with Judge, being Aaron Judge. Volpe was hitting really well.
Yeah.
And Volpe slowed down a lot. And Giancarlo got hurt. And Anthony Rizzo got hurt. So, I mean, it's the story. It's the tale is old as time, injuries. But it's the Yankees. Who cares?
They got these two teams flipped. I've never seen that before.
Oh, yeah, that is weird.
No, it is a who cares. It's boggling to me. The fall-off should be studied. But, like...
they've lost like 7 straight series, and I cannot be happier. One of those to us.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was gonna last forever, especially with like so many random people coming out of the woodworks to overperform. I just didn't think it would last.
Like the Ben Rice hype right now. Like he hit 3 home runs that one game against us, and everybody's in like love with him. But like he was never that good of a hitter, in the minors.
Yeah,
Luis Yill's good.
No, but he came out and he was amazing. And
he kind of slowed off a little bit.
It did.
Yeah,
look at these ERs. 3 of his last 4 starts, 4 ER allowed, 5, 7.
Even that one against us on the 7th, he kind of,
Look at that blow up. 7 runs allowed in 1.1 innings.
Yeah.
He's cooled off.
Yeah.
Just like a lot of their random players.
And Garrett Cole, I don't know. I don't understand what Aaron Boone thinks. Like, skip Garrett Cole's spot in the rotation when it comes to playing Boston because he cannot pitch against us. I don't know why they continue to let him pitch against us, especially Rafael Devers. Rafael Devers owns New York, and New York knows it.
So funny.
They know it. Like, anytime Devers comes up to bat against New York, I'm going to assume it's a home run.
Well, it's funny. A podcast I listened to they have the Yankees manager come on there.
Oh, they have Boone?
Yeah.
Jesus.
And they were asking about Devers. It was very funny.
He's just calling his poppy.
So what do you think y'all would need for this trade deadline? What do you want the direction of your team to go in? Who are you looking at? Who are the big guys that need to step up to secure that spot? Because y'all are in the wild card right now.
So that was a muffler. So my thing is, we're getting one of our biggest pieces back from injury, hopefully right after the All-Star break with Tristan Casas.
Mm-hmm.
That is going to, not only make me the happiest man on the planet, because I have apparently become the Tristan Casas stan on the planet. I've been buying any and everything of Tristan Casas. But that helps at first base, which is, we've been flipping back and forth between Garrett Cooper and Dom Smith before we DFA'd Cooper, and Smith has been doing well. Going into the year, I thought middle infield was going to be a position of need for us.
Yeah.
But David Hamilton's kind of taken that over.
I remember he's doing so good.
He snatched that from Vaughn Grissom, which,
he's talented. I don't know what's going to happen with him.
Grissom's talented, and it just makes us look so bad with that trade, with how good Chris Sale is.
Especially that y'all are like such a fringe team right now.
That needs a left-handed pitcher.
Yeah.
Shortstop's fine. We have Cedon. Let's try that again. We have Cedon Rafaela playing short, and he's been killing it. Mm-hmm. But he's an outfielder by trade, which...
Well, Vaughn can play short.
Yeah, but...
You just don't know what he's going to be.
Yeah, I would prefer Cedon's bat. Third base is Raffy.
Mm-hmm.
Raffy's fine. Catcher's fine. Wong's doing great. Our outfield is insane with, first-time All-Star Jarren Duran, which should have been voted in. But, I won't hold that against Cleveland Guardians fans with Stephen Kwan.
Yeah, that's kind of hard.
Wilyer Abreu's been good when he's been healthy. He had a 3-run shot last night, which was a blast. Like, off the crack of the bat, I knew it was gone. And then in left field has been Tyler O'Neill, who's having a resurgent year.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to expect with O'Neill when he came over from St. Louis, but I love it. He's been killing the ball. Great defense.
We'll see.
I think he's got 16 home runs, about a 260-ish batting average.
Mm-hmm.
Couple steals, good OBP.
Just solid player all around.
Yeah. Gold Glove defense. Love it. He could do for a couple more home runs. It's been a hot minute since he's hit one.
He started off so hot.
He hit like
he was
9
first to
in the
10,
first,
right?
Yeah. But as for what we need, I mean, I would like a bench bat.
Yeah.
Not necessarily anything like crazy. Like, I've saw people say we should go after Jazz Chisholm, and I'm like, I don't know why we would need
That's
Chisholm.
so
like,
crazy.
what are we gonna do with him?
But honestly, Miami sells, so it probably wouldn't be hard to get him.
I doubt it, but I don't want to. I don't want to pay for it.
Wait, who would he replace?
I would assume David Hamilton,
Oh, really?
because Jazz is a second baseman by trade. They just threw him in the outfield because they had Luis Ariz.
I mean, I don't hate that from y'all. He's young too. Y'all could keep him for a while. What's wrong? You don't like Jazz?
I do, but we have.
It wouldn't be the best use of y'all's money or time. A pitcher, I think.
I do. I would love to get a starting. I would love to get Garrett Crochet, but
he would be expensive.
That's going to be expensive,
dude.
regardless of how good Chicago is, unless we took on like Moncada or Eloy Jimenez's contract.
Yeah.
But I don't want to do that either.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like where we're heading, and I like the trajectory that we're on. Getting Cassis back is going to be beautiful.
The Red Sox are beating your expectations you had up to this point, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
absolutely.
You would have guessed, didn't you guess not a playoff team?
I think the way that I worded it is I would reevaluate at the trade deadline.
Yeah. I just remember you didn't sound very hopeful.
Because I knew that we would have the potential, but it all depended on what the potential looked like. Because Duran was coming off injury. Cassis was coming off of a major year. The middle infield was questionable. Pitching was questionable. Which, shout out Tanner Houck. He looks like an ace this year.
Yeah. Even crazy.
Cy Young votes, I believe, at this. I believe.
Let's look it up his stats.
I think I had him as a wild card too, as a Cy Young winner.
How old is he?
He's like 25, 26.
28?
Oh, Jesus.
He's been in Boston all the way through.
Yeah, he's been a career Bostonian.
110, 105 strikeouts.
I hate that he's 7-6. I feel like our offense just doesn't help Houck. That's part of the issue. He doesn't strike out a ton of people, but he's been so reliable this year. Way more reliable than Bayo, which
Yeah, you were most excited for him.
I was.
He's 25.
He's still young. He's still figuring it out.
Yeah, I'm not. I wouldn't be.
The 5.40 ERA scares me though. But also, like last night, he had an interesting game last night. So, the first 10 outs of the game were 10 strikeouts.
What? Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
I see. What?
But he also gave up 2 runs. Like, so it was a leadoff single, a strikeout, a 2-run home run, strikeout, like, and then just, kept going with the strikeouts. And then he gave up a 3-run homer. So like, yeah, he had a weird start. It was 5 1/3, 11 Ks, but 5 earned runs. And I'm like, what? What? But I think we need that one more pitcher, because as much as I like, Cutter Crawford, I love Crawford. He would stay in the rotation. Pivetta would stay in the rotation. Bayo would stay in the rotation. It's that fifth starter with the Cooper Criswells and us just piecing it together that I don't like. We need that fifth starter, and I don't know. I guess it just all depends on who's going to sell. Like, I would love to be trade partners with Miami. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus Sanchez would be great, or
True.
Luzardo would be great.
We were doing this last year, especially whenever DeGrom got hurt and then Eovaldi got hurt.
And then Scherzer.
Yeah, our fifth starter, we didn't know. It was different every time. Even during the playoffs. We did that during the playoffs. I mean, it would be Dane Dunning and then Heaney, because Heaney moved to the bullpen at the end of last year, but we'd pull him back up for starting.
Hey, remember that Cole Ragans guy?
Yeah. See, that's another thing, because you were talking about, Jaylen Brown's not overpaid now. It doesn't matter. He got one. That's kind of how I think about it. Was it an awful trade? And I wish we didn't do it? Yeah,
sure.
But,
you won a championship because of it. Like, who cares?
I don't care.
Yeah,
So,
no, I feel that wholeheartedly.
Yeah. It worked. I mean, I guess we were right. But as far as the Rangers this year, we don't need to move any bats around. We have the bats. Everybody knows that. These are the same bats we had last year, plus 2 amazing rookies for the full year and guys that were kind of hurt last year coming back. I think, the sparks have to start flying. I think we'd be dumb to sell or buy anyone big. If we get someone big, we have nowhere to put them.
True.
Once these bats are swinging like they're supposed to, we're going to have an extra one. We already have extra ones. And selling someone would be dumb. We're so young. The core is great. You're just panicking too quickly, I think.
Who's your first base?
Lowe.
That's what I thought.
Josh Smith played there while Lowe was hurt a lot.
And he's playing third now, right?
Smith, yeah.
Until Young
Jones,
comes back, yeah.
But, we're already starting to see it turn around because Langford caught fire. Tavares caught fire. I know he's not as big of a name, but Tavares has been doing
I've always liked Leote.
really, really well. Corey's starting to do good again. And I think that one spark will set everyone else off. So really, we just need this fire to continue growing because it's still pretty early. It's just a few people. But I do think it will grow because I think that's how sports and team sports and baseball works. And then
especially baseball.
Yeah, especially. And it's weird because it doesn't even make sense on paper, but it's just how it works. I don't even think we need a bench bat. I do think we could use maybe one, solid insurance pitcher in case someone gets hurt or someone doesn't perform immediately, like DeGrom or Scherzer.
Yeah, because, you're getting 2 Cy Young winners back.
Yeah.
There's your trade deadline. You're getting 2... Assuming that...
Carter's been out, too.
Excuse me. Everything's trending right for Scherzer.
Yeah, he's
now.
He's looking pretty good.
And like I told you earlier, DeGrom just threw that 30-pitch bullpen. Hopefully that means within the next month he'll be finishing up a rehab.
And we get the All-Star break for him to, speed that up. He doesn't have to miss too many games.
Exactly. Yeah. Pitching would... I don't know how well your bullpen's been holding up.
I think pretty good. And also in our last 10, we're 7-3. We've won 5 in a row, by the way.
Samesies.
We've won 5 in a row.
We haven't won 5 in a row. We've won 3 in a row because the Yankees beat us once.
But 7-3.
Yeah.
No, it's looking up. We're 2 games behind the Astros. I think we're good.
Speaking of how the hell,
I don't know, man.
They caught fire.
Dude,
unfortunately.
And my mom, even more than me, did not want Altuve to start for the All-Star game. I just hate it. But I don't really care. I think the fan voting thing is kind of weird.
I like it, and I could have helped, but I was too busy voting for David Hamilton at second base.
Second, that's so funny.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
If I had to choose, it would have been Simeon over,
of course,
Altuve, but I was being a little bit of a homer.
That's fair. I do think. Of course, Altuve's doing better. I don't think he deserves anything. I don't think he should get to play in the All-Star game. I don't think he should be in the league. But whatever.
The fun part is he gets to start at your ballpark too.
I know, right? I think he'll remember that place when he goes back. But I think the All-Star game's weird. Just how much weight being an All-Star holds, especially since it's fan voted. I wish there was there's no first team All MLB like there's NFL or NBA, is there?
I guess you would kind of consider the Silver Sluggers that.
Yeah, but...
Or the Gold Glovers, but yeah, there's not really...
There should be, and that should be really what holds weight, because All-Star games, when you see some of these guys that didn't make it, kind of crazy.
Like the fact that Jaren Duran had to be voted in by his peers.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like, also it sucks too because
And Josh Smith.
yeah, like you know Judge is getting it, so that leaves it down to 2 positions, and then Soto is going to get a position just because he's Juan Soto
On the Yankees now, too.
Yeah, so it's essentially every single other outfielder vying for one spot. And that kind of sucked.
Yeah, it is.
I do think the voters got it wrong. I do think Duran should have been starting over Stephen Kwan, but I mean, he's there. At the end of the day, he's there, and that's what matters, to me at least.
Well, I definitely think Smith. I think Smith should have been in there somewhere. 300, 385. He doesn't have the RBIs because we've sucked, and he's been all over the lineup, but like his numbers are just great.
I feel like the homers are low.
That's what it is. Homers are, they're the fun part too, so people see this and those RBIs and they're like, eh. But he was our only good player for 3 months.
I really like Josh Smith.
Me too.
It's a fun name.
It's a fun name.
So like basic. But like a lot, like there was a Josh Smith in basketball, and he was like one of my favorite basketball players. And he was
Really?
Yeah, he won the dunk contest in like 04 or something,
That's cool.
and like I just really enjoyed watching him.
Where are your thoughts as far as like the playoff picture now?
I love it because we're in it.
Because you're in it, that's fair.
I don't think the East is set. I'm crazy.
You don't think the East is set? What do you mean by that?
I don't think the Orioles are winning it.
What? I think that's insane. I can see
There's
with
6.5 games.
Yeah, but
The Rays are out. The Blue Jays are out. Sorry.
I think you guys will pass the Yankees.
I think we're gonna win the East.
No, I think you'll pass the Yankees before the All-Star break.
I'm gonna go ahead and straight up tell you. I dropped I dropped the 20 on it.
Okay, I called the Rays fall off though. You see all that
I think
Wander
we
news
both
that came
did.
out
Yeah,
today?
Wander got what he deserved. The
But,
Blue Jays being in last place is crazy to me.
No, Vlad and Bo need to get traded.
Bo's
They need to
been
restart.
trash.
I know, and they're not going to get what he's worth.
No.
But like, you just have to move pieces when it's been too long. You know?
And it's been too long.
Yeah.
Vlad, I don't think is ever going to be the star his dad was.
What? Vlad's killing it this year.
Great, but he's not his dad.
I don't know. I think his dad is more consistent. I think Junior's ceiling is higher than his dad's though. But
Well, let me just say this. You
I also didn't watch his dad.
I was going to say you didn't ever watch Vlad cuz I watched that man swing at a pitch that bounced on the dirt
My dad used
and
to
hit a
always
home
tell me
run.
about that. Yeah.
Like Vladdy Sr. was the actual definition of him.
Who took MVP in 2021? Was that Judge?
2021 I think was Shohei.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that third place mark. Dang, they had 2. Vlad and Simeon in the top 5. That's crazy.
Wait, Vlad and Simeon. Oh,
That
wow.
was when
Okay, I
Simeon
forgot that's when he
still
was
in
there.
Toronto, yeah.
Yeah, dude. And he broke the record for home runs by a second baseman. 45, dude.
That's crazy.
Insane year.
Hey, look, there's Bogarts down there at number 12.
And, well, you
And
can't- you
Raffy
skip-
was at
you
number
skipped Debbie.
11.
And Evaldi.
Oh, what a guy. What a
Where's
team.
Where's our team?
What a team.
Joey Gallo?
That was before y'all were even relevant.
I know. We had Isaiah kind of Falefer and Joey Gallo.
Oh, Isaiah kind of Falefer. Such a fun
I
name.
know, IKF.
Um,
I thought I had him. I thought he might have slipped over here somehow. Anyways.
But then, like, I feel like the Central's kind of locked. I feel like we knew that it was going to be the Guardians or the Twins.
And the Twins are in striking distance.
I think they're the second place wild card team. I could be wrong. No, it's it's the Twins.
I think the Guardians are going to keep it, though.
Guardians have just been playing out of their minds, but the Twins have also been really good too.
Guardians are the best team in the AL. Oh, they might be in the lead.
Yeah, I think it's either them or it's the Phillies.
I know they slowed down. I guess they picked it right back up.
Yeah, because they lost Harper and I was going to say Seager, Harper and Schwarber for a while, and then Harper just came back. And then the West. I mean, the AL West is still wide open, man. Mariners
yeah,
can win
it
it.
is.
Stros can win it. Rangers can win it.
If this is a real, they're 7-3 too. If this is a real spark from us, I'd give it to us. If we're not still doing this in 2 weeks, I think we're cooked.
Let's talk about, like, legitimately how well the Mariners have done with how absolute dog water that, what's his name?
Who? J-Rod?
J-Rod's been, yeah. God, he's so bad I forgot his name.
Dude. No.
He's not been playing very well.
I expected them to compete, but I didn't expect the whole division to suck when I said that. And so...
A lot of the young talent this year, like, J-Rod hasn't been very good. Corbin Carroll hasn't been really good.
Yeah. No, but on the flip side, there's some guys
adjustments.
Like Bobby finally found it, you know.
Witt, I love watching Witt play.
Didn't we kind of call them to be a little surprise too?
Yeah.
So that's nice. What other young guys are killing it? Oh, like Gunner's doing good, isn't he?
Cedon Raphael is
yeah.
kind of leading the AL in pretty much every rookie category.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Home runs, RBIs, runs, stolen bases, average. Maybe not average because he's batting like 240.
Well, let's look him up. How do you say that?
CEDD. There you go.
20. He's about to be 24.
Yep.
He's from the...
It's from Curacao. And I mean, like,
Wow.
he's having
Oh,
a
wait.
year.
Really?
Yeah.
His on base isn't great. But I
Yeah,
guess
he
no-
strikes out a lot.
11 homers, 51, 11 stolen.
Yeah. No, my dude's been killing it.
250 is not bad.
And that's a lot. He was batting like 208 at the beginning of June.
Really? Well, if we hop over to the NL, I think the Phillies take it at this point.
Yeah, Braves got...
I guess they could still come back.
Depends on what they do at the deadline. I think they've got the wild card slot locked up, but...
Central, the Brewers got it, but I don't know if I trust them. They have a good lead here, almost 5 games. But these other 3 teams are close to each other and all in striking distance. Even the Cubs are in striking distance.
Cubs have been not great.
No, they haven't.
The Reds, I feel like...
That's the closest division, is the NL.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I feel like the Reds are exactly what they are, but everybody wanted them to be better because of Ellie.
And the story there.
And
I think they're a couple years
Strand.
behind.
Yeah. They still need a lot of help pitching.
Have you
Lodolo
heard
and Green can't do it all.
Have you heard the Alonso to the Cubs rumors?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either.
I'm curious what the Mets do because they are still within striking distance of the wild card.
I think
I think it's Grimace. Grimace is the reason that they're still within striking distance.
I've heard.
Pirates are going to be scary, man. Jared Jones and Paul Skeens, that's a sick little 1-2 combo there.
Yeah, it is.
Cardinals, I've been saying the Cardinals need to sell for months, but...
Dude, and some of the guys are old. They should have sold last year.
Goldschmidt's old, but he's been kind of picking it up a little bit. Arenado's old, but he's been kind of picking it up a little bit. I dropped both of them this year.
Has Walker been doing much? He was
Walker's
so
still
hyped.
in the minors.
He was so hyped up, dude.
Mason Wynn's the one carrying him.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Just got rid of him. I think the Pirates are like kind of in the same boat as the Reds as a couple years away, but I think they're a little bit further ahead than the Reds.
Just off of their 2 pitchers, because the rest of their offense isn't great outside of O'Neal Cruz and Brian Hayes.
Yeah, I just think they have some talent. I know that their minors is also looking pretty good.
Yeah, well, when you're trash every year,
Yeah.
you get the best. West, we don't even need to talk about the West. Like,
It's what kind of. I thought that they'd be more of a surprise, the Giants. Which,
Young Hoo Lee's been out all year.
Yeah, they have, and I guess that they're all after the Dodgers, those next 3 teams are all pretty neck and neck.
My boy Bogarts comes back this weekend.
To do what?
Hopefully learn how to play baseball. Because he was awful before that injury.
Well, and you know what? Wait.
GAE.
His last year wasn't as bad as I thought.
No.
285, 350, 20 homers.
He did fine. He started off this year abysmal.
This year, jeez, dude, almost 200 at bats too. This fall off is crazy to me. I mean, he's only 30, and so like
You see where it started and where it ended?
yeah, him being a 300 hitter to I don't know what happened. The art of like having a good batting average is going away.
Oh, absolutely, because it's home run or bust at this point. Which, I mean, I get it, but at the same time, like, I think it's trash.
Another guy who used to be like, dude, he used to be the 300 guy in my mind.
This man is.
Look,
yeah.
335, 320, 310, 300, 240, 210?
No.
He only turned 30. What happened?
That fall off needs to be studied. We're talking Tim Anderson.
Tim
here.
Anderson.
Like,
Jeez.
he was a top flight shortstop for
3,
4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
And then just all of a sudden,
So I kind of look at them as the same. And then,
no.
well, I just wanna look.
Benintendi's always been hot trash.
Well, I just knew there was a few years where he hit 300, and then he was so inconsistent. 290, 270, 290, 260. He was hurt. 270.
Well, it was also 2020. That was the year that we had like 16 games.
300. I don't know. I kind of look at all of them as the same player.
I liked Benny, but
He came up with y'all, right?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. She didn't play like 3 times somehow. I don't even know.
We had such a great defensive outfield with Benny, JBJ, and Mookie, and then Mookie moved on. Benintendi was Dookie, and Jackie Bradley, unfortunately, could never put it together in the majors with his bat, which is fine. I mean,
Happens.
we now have Duran and Wilyer Abreu and Roman Anthony, and future looks bright in Boston. Hopefully, the Celtics aren't the only one with a title. Soon.
Soon. I can say soon. I think y'all are like very, very up and coming.
If management would spend money, we'd be fine.
If y'all don't this offseason, then there's a problem.
Well, I mean, they've been saying that it's been a rebuild for 3 years. Like, we're a top 3 market team. There's no reason for us to rebuild for 3 years. Spend the freaking money.
They didn't spend the money. We all watched.
And the crazy part is with the Celtics going up for sale, people are like, "Oh, Fenway Group," and I'm like, "Please don't touch that. Please don't, because you'll have shipped Jason and Jalen off for a bunch of nothing. Ship Derek White off. Well, I'm trying to think of another young player, but that's pretty much it. Because Al's like 47.5.
I can't believe y'all's 2 moves, like y'all's 2 big moves, were signing Tyler O'Neill, which I'm looking up his contract. It wasn't big. 1 year, $6 million.
Yeah.
That was y'all's big move. That and trading Chris Sale for Vaughn Grissom. Those were the big deals. Vaughn hasn't even played.
And we're still in playoff contention.
Yeah, and if y'all actually spent money, like y'all said y'all were going to do 3 years ago, y'all could be pretty good. I don't know who y'all would have gotten, what y'all would have done, but did you see what the Rays offered Judge? Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that break. That's crazy.
It's crazy.
But also, I don't blame him.
No, I don't either. And it was a good
Why
offer.
would you want to go to Tampa?
No, I don't know.
I mean, I guess you don't have any sales tax to worry about, but I mean, Jesus.
You'd be the only person on that team anybody cares about. What would they do? Be in the playoffs right now? Why would they offer him that? They don't spend money. What was that?
To try to get him away from New York?
I guess. Maybe if they got him, they'd spend more money, but...
It's going to be interesting, speaking of, to see what Soto commands. Because...
And with what he's doing on this contract
he's a nice little rental.
He's been a rental for like 3 or 4 years. Yeah.
Like his whole career, he's been a rental. Which is crazy. Outside of the like 3 or 4 years in Washington.
Yeah, but then... I don't know. How has this rental lasted so long? This year... Yeah, he's...
Soto's good.
Amazing. Yeah. That on base. The way he walks is just so awesome.
I like Soto, and I hate that he went to New York.
Does he stay?
No.
Okay. Where do you think he goes?
Boston.
All right.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. The likelihood of him staying is high. But I mean, like, who's gonna spend the money for him?
No, someone will. I mean, I know Atlanta fans want him, but Where would he play? I guess no,
Right?
he could fit there.
He played right, yeah.
See, the Giants have fallen flat with the last few big free agents. Maybe they finally get this one because they have made a lot of offers for Arson and
Hey, remember when Judge was a Giant?
and they made another big move to someone recently too.
They signed Jung-Ho Lee for that like massive contract.
Yeah. How big was that?
It was like, wasn't it like $50 million? I say like massive, like $50 million.
But for a rookie.
Yeah.
His contract was 6 years.
113. Wow.
Over 6 years. Yeah, I mean, that's...
It's not chump change.
No.
But, he's been hurt.
He has been. But... I know
Soto to the Dodgers.
No.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not? We've already got Freeman. We've already got Judge. Betts. We've already got Shohei.
1 through 9 is just an MVP.
Like the last 9 MVPs are your batting order. And
Wait, Soto hasn't won an MVP?
I don't believe he has.
No, he hasn't. Sorry, my cat's outside the door.
Oh, I thought the cat snuck back in. I was like, I'm kind of confused.
Um,
Wait, no, Soto.
No, he hasn't. When? No, he hasn't.
I feel 2019 is what I'm thinking.
No, Judge won. Or no, Altuve stole it from Judge.
It was 2021 where he got robbed, I want to say, and then it's going to be like Acuna. Oh, it was Bryce.
Let's see. Ooh. Wait.
No. Yeah, Bryce. 6 more home runs. Soto had 11 more runs.
How does Bryce outsteal you?
Soto's slow. Like, shockingly slow.
Really? Now, those walks, that average,
Yeah.
It's close.
It's close, but
Soto probably should have won it. Wait.
the fact that Brandon Crawford's in the top 5 of MVP voting makes me want to
21. So when did the Nationals win it all? Was it 2019? No. When was it?
It was...
Soto was on the team.
19.
19?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that was the year right after they got rid of Bryce.
Oh, you're right. That's
Which...
so funny.
Back then I didn't like Bryce, but now...
I do.
I kind of dig Bryce.
Yeah,
Too
no
small,
MVPs.
bro. Too small.
I love Bryce, dude. My dad does not.
He's good for the game. I'm sorry. A lot of people have hated Bryce since the beginning, but
I watched this YouTube video on him, and it made him sound pretty cool.
he's pretty cool.
I love what he does with the Braves, so I'll never hate him.
Too small, bro. Too small. So cold. That's such a I don't know. That's such a cold
As far as that, I wanted to talk about awards, but I think everything's really, really up in the air. I mean,
there's one award that's pretty much already been locked up. 2, but
what are they?
AL MVP,
You think that's...
Aaron Judge,
Think so?
and NL Rookie of the Year. That's locked up.
Who is that? Oh,
Skeens. Yeah. It's a game.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
no,
You're right.
no.
You're right. You think Judge wins it?
Yeah.
Like
He's already put together a season worth of stats in 5 minutes. He leads the league in pretty much everything outside of
wow.
defensive WAR and batting average.
Wow. Home runs, RBIs, slugging percentage, OBS, sorry. Offensive WAR. Jeez.
Home runs, RBIs,
Just OPS
walks.
rated.
It's absolutely insane. Look at all those strikeouts from Ellie. 122 already.
But stolen bases.
With 45 stolen bases. Is he a surprise to you?
Has he surprised me?
Yeah.
A little, but not really. 250, 340, that's good. The stolen bases are cool, but I expect him to be good, so I'll say no, not really. He's been solid. That's the word I'd use. He's been solid.
I feel like the way that he got hyped in the off season and on the card market, you would expect him to come out batting 330 with 85 stolen bases already.
I think if you're using the word correctly, he got overhyped. I think he got a little overhyped.
And Ellie set the world on fire last year. Don't get me wrong, but
and it's less with his overall numbers. He doesn't lead the league in anything necessarily, stolen bases right now.
Yeah.
But it's more of something he'll do in one game, and everybody's like, "What?
What? He stole 62 bases in one game?"
Or he'll go, first to home on a single or something.
Which, the fact that he's done is insane to me.
Otherwise, there's a lot of up in the air. I think after this All-Star break, we really start talking about awards.
Yeah, and it's when everything starts to lock into with positions. Like, we'll know what rosters look like at the end of the month.
Yeah, you're right.
We'll know. I feel like by the end of this month, we'll know who's really in it and who's not.
Yeah, and that's what the trade deadline does. What day is the deadline?
30th, usually.
And it's usually, 4 p.m. or something?
4 p.m. Yeah.
Okay.
Which will be fun.
Yeah.
There's all, like last year's, I feel like we were waiting last year for something huge at the deadline.
And it just...
At work, remember? Because we were just like, okay, it's deadline day. It's deadline day. What's going to happen? Oh, that's...
I don't even remember what happened.
Y'all got DeGrom, but like that was about it.
Oh man, I remember freaking out. Was that at the deadline?
Yeah, because you like ran off the floor to call your dad.
Oh yeah, I was so hyped, dude. I could not believe it. No. We had DeGrom opening day.
Last year?
Yeah, last year he pitched opening day for us.
Are you sure?
So that had to be in the off season when I did that. We definitely got him in the off season. We got Scherzer at the deadline. Scherzer.
Okay,
Scherzer.
I knew it was
wrong Met.
Yeah.
So it was Scherzer at the deadline, and yes, I did run and call my dad.
I thought that was hilarious. You're like, I'll be right back, bro. I'm like, okay.
Dude, it was such a big deal.
And we did nothing.
Yeah, so y'all should do something this year.
If we don't, I will be really mad.
I'm
I'm actually looking up to see what the biggest move of the trade deadline was last year. Oh, Astros got Verlander.
Yeah. Okay, that's a little bit bigger than the Scherzer.
Scherzer to Texas for Lorenzen. Oh, Flaherty went to Baltimore, which y'all got Spencer Howard.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah. Oh, we got Luis Urias from the Brewers. That's right. Okay, yeah, that was the game-winning move. Wow, yeah, no, last deadline sucked, bro. Oh, the Dodgers got the Erod trade where they like traded for him and he was like, nope. I do remember that because I was hyped because I had Erod on my fantasy team and I was like, finally he's gonna get wins.
Wait, why do you say no?
Because he didn't want to pitch in LA.
What? Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Look, as somebody that watched Erod pitch, the bright lights aren't for homeboy.
Really?
That's why he pitched so well in Detroit and why he pitched well in Arizona. Oh wait, has he even pitched in Arizona yet?
No.
So yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
He's not a bright lights kind of guy.
Oh, that's fair.
He's not a bright lights kind of guy.
Otherwise,
Love you, Erod, but
our list is empty.
yeah.
As far as what, we wanted to touch on.
Don't expect the White Sox to move Tim Anderson.
Well, all right. Someone Ramirez moved him for him.
I love Joe Ram. What a guy. What a guy. All right. Well, that was getting back into the flow of it. It felt good.
It did feel good. That was fun.
All right. Well.
And there is some moving stuff going on, but hopefully 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys.
We'll be back. Hopefully it won't take 2 months this time.
Yeah.
Just, a lot of outside interference. But it's all great.
We should, do you work on the 30th?
Trade deadline day? I could probably get it off.
You should take it off and we stream from like noon to 4.
Oh, that'd be so dope. Just like, yes.
We could even like play the show or something.
I don't know if you want that smoke. That's a Tuesday.
I've never played it before.
When I tell you over the last like 2 weeks, I've put hours into the show. I didn't play for probably since like the first month.
Huh.
And then I got on and I was like, all right, I need to start doing all this stuff. I did like
got to catch up
15 like sets of things that you have to do.
Yeah.
I'm drained, bro.
Is this the one where Vladdy's on the cover?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've yet to take it at bat with Vladdy. Jazz Chisholm. This is my favorite player in the show.
That's fair. On paper, he should be amazing.
Slaughters every pitch. Like, he led my Diamond Dynasty team with like 25 home runs.
Really?
Huh. Like, no doubters.
Well, we'll discuss, the next deadline, what we do for trade deadline day, if anything. We'll keep you all updated.
Should be fun.
We'll talk about it. Yeah, I'm excited. Thank you guys for tuning in. Always comment. Jared, please comment. Anything you want us to talk about.
You know what he's gonna ask you on the comment.
Austin Riley.
You gonna trade me Austin Riley, bro?
No. No's the answer. But yeah, any thoughts on what we said? Topics you want us to talk about? Let us know. Like the video.
Yeah, like and subscribe. If you're a Yankees fan, kind of want some explanations on what you guys think's happening in the world. Because
Eric's gonna be talking back in the comments. Yankees fans don't bother me too much, or the Yankees don't bother me too much.
their fans are the worst.
Their fans do suck.
Well, they're not the worst, but
Yeah, the Astros beat them. All right.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys. Thank you so much.
go Celtics.
Peace.
Adolis Garcia sends one the other way. That sends Carroll back. He's at the wall, and the legend grows. Adolis Garcia wins game 1.